everyone, it's Alicia from Dinky Doo. I took a video last week and it was a little fast, so I thought we could do a tour of the warehouse today, a little bit slower. We're also doing a cool 360 camera thing so you can see everything in front of me and behind me. Yeah, so let's go take a look. I'm gonna go through the front. All right. So this is what you see when you come in. Oh, actually, behind me, or in front of me, I guess, we're getting some orders picked up. Maybe we'll just go there and we can see what he does and how much he has to pick up. It's Canada Post picking up these big carts. Here's our wonderful shipping ladies. Hello, Tally and Fiend, wonderful shippers. They get busy doing all of this. My mom's usually here, but she's away. She's usually back here packaging everything so they can ship it for all you people out there. And then we have, I have to remember to go slower. Here's all of our batting. It's all ready to go out. Got all the stickers on there going all across Canada. And don't mind the mess back there. That's some stuff we have left over from before we needed more space. Working on it. Some boxes. Strange sizes that we picked up that don't really fit anything yet. And then back here we have some of our extra bolts that waiting to go out to lovely homes. And you know, we try and keep organized. We've got tape on the floor, which, you know, we try and use that as our, you know, where we put the batting so it doesn't take over the entire back of the warehouse. We'll just go over to the front again because that was just exciting to see some things picked up and how it works. Okay, so first we'll go to where all the lovely pre-cuts are. And they're so fun to look through. So to my right, it's gonna be, I don't know, we'll see how this turns out in post. But here's all our lovely layer cakes, all different types, solids, Moda, Free Spirit, Kona, I mean Robert Kaufman. Yeah, they're delightful. We got them all here. We try and do them alphabetical so it's easy for us to find them. And then we have the jelly rolls. I think they're the best to actually open. Because once you open them, you have to use them. Because there's no going back with those. It's a big commitment. And then we've just got all of our notions here. Got some June Taylor Quilt As You Go. These are very fun. Actually, I've never seen that one. I think I've made the tote. They're pretty fun. They're pretty easy. They're really, a lot of them are for jelly rolls, so it's perfect to use up. And here's some of our fat quarters. So we've got a lovely tower here. But that's not it. All these boxes right here, they're all full too. We had them all on display on Saturday for when we opened, but we need to make a little bit of room. We can go back to Threadland. And here's our lovely Glide. Whew, it's pretty noisy with that guy. Here's our Glide. Look how pretty it is. Look how lovely. If you can hear the music, we've got some Hamilton playing right near the speaker, so you might hear it really loud. But yeah, look at the colors over there. Actually, it was so nice. They had it all set up. It was all perfect, but one color was missed. So everything had to be shifted now because we have it all in number order, so it's easy for us to find. Because when we had it in color order, it looked beautiful, but oh my goodness, trying to figure out what was what. And then we have Aurifil, lovely Aurifil. So if you don't know, Aurifil is, we have the 50 weight mostly. It's good for piecing and you can quilt with it. Glide, if you don't know what Glide is, some people don't. It's a polyester, really shiny thread. It's great for embroidery, really good for quilting. So you get a lovely, lovely shine, and just all the colors are so nice. I mean, you can really make it pop if you've got some like neon. Definitely you don't want to piece with it. We tried, it just completely comes apart, but looks great on bags if you're top stitching. So it's a nice addition. And we have our cones of Aurifil here. And then, ooh, lovely, lovely fat quarters. The fat quarter bundles. Again, another one that you just want to have on your shelf. And it's so hard to open up. I mean, until you find that perfect project, and then it's fine. And then we have some Block Lock. If you haven't tried Block Lock, we're gonna do a lot of videos about how to use them and what projects to use them for and why they're so good, but they're pretty great. Block Lock they do save time. Then we got some patterns over here. These are mostly like we have our bags and things, kind of separated them a bit. But there are some other patterns down there, but here's the rest of our patterns. We have a ton. These are kind of the most popular ones that we keep in stock all the time. So we've got Elizabeth Hartman and V&Co, the ombre ones. Elizabeth Hartman ones are great because really you can use any fabric. So depending on what color theme you want to go with. I think I've only made one. I don't think it's here, but I've done the dogs. Oh, the dogs and sweaters. It's down there. It's pretty fun. And then we've got some zippers around here. We have a little bit of cork, which we're gonna need to order some more. Some kits. What's over here? Oh, the triangles on a roll. And we set this up for Saturday because we had it all set up just for ourselves on a shelf and everything was packaged and you couldn't really see anything. So it's gonna be hard for me to, maybe I can do it this way. We have it all set up. These are all the different panels we have. Not sure if you'll see it. It'll be interesting when I play it back. But it's pretty cool. You feel like you're, shopping for some clothes, but oh, it's birds and flowers and some lovely panels for dolls. I mean, honestly, to me, that's better than shopping for clothes. Then what else we have? We have scissors. We have all of our rulers over here. You got Creative Grids. You've got Latifa Safir's Clammy. We've got all the Creative Grids. Kind of low at the moment. Getting more in. And then all the little mini charms and charms. They live together. I think charm packs are my favorite. They're what I started with. Of course I had them, I didn't know what to do with them. Then you get hooked. Mini charms are actually just kind of the cutest. They're little bits of quilting crack. They just get you started. You don't know what you're gonna make. And then you just want more and more and more. So they're pretty fun. Okay, now we have a huge little section. Oh, it's so funny. Oxymoron, huge little section, but we have a section of our Fireside and Cuddle. Cuddle is pretty new to us, but I believe we have almost every color of the solids. We have most of the dimples. Oh, they're so nice. They feel so nice. It's hard too. Yeah. There we go. I'm hoping you can see it all. And we have Fireside. Fireside is a home brand for the distributor here in BC, Trentex. Again, very lovely, very cozy. Easy to work with. It's basically like sewing with cotton. Great for backing. Some people use it without even batting. I like batting. I like the heaviness of quilts, but you don't have to. It's kind of nice. We have someone who is cutting some here. And then kind of this side is where we do all our work. It's changed since we opened, but this is where everyone's working now. Hi, this is Leslie, and that's Trish over here in the purple. They cut your orders for you. Sure, they write lovely notes. And we've got Leah, and we've got Karen, and we've got Brittany. We have some others, Sandy and Jean, who aren't here because I came in a little bit later today and vacations and whatnot. And we've got Emily over here. Hi, Emily. Emily's getting all the lovely things from the different vendors and adding them. And we have, that's our stack of unfolded fat quarters. That is very daunting. And then we have over here, this is Jean's station. These are all the colors for postcards. And she does have a bunch folded already. We're still waiting. There's still some colors that we're behind on, but that's everything that we've got ready for the next batch of kits. So she looks like she's got some green left. And then putting them all together in a nice ribbon and sending them out. And just wondering, this is where we, at the moment, this is where everyone relaxes, has their lunch. Might move to the back now that we're open, but you know, it's pretty chill. That's kind of it. Oh, I didn't even go through, no, never mind. I didn't go to where the other fabric was. Sheesh. So it's not pretty. We have to make it both functional for ourselves cutting orders, and you know, we have it set for us to find things, but we try grouping things up. So, you know, Moda's in Moda section, we've got Dear Stella and Dear Stella sections, and we've got them all labeled. So, but I mean, quilter's gonna quilt, sewers are gonna sew. They know where the fabric is. They'll find something they love. But we do have mostly our solids and basics in one area. So we have, you know, Bella solids and Kona solids. And we have Katie on the floor doing some inventory, checking the bolts, making sure we can add some back in to put on the site. And we've got Northcott canvas, not to be confused with actual canvas, but it's called canvas. And we have grunge, great grunge. And then, yeah, just, ooh, I need some of that. Got some garden party. Oh, that's the canvas. Oh, I think I have way too much canvas, and the amount of bags I could make would be ridiculous. Do you need that many bags? Yes. Do you need that much fabric? Yes. And then we have some more over here. I think this is kind of like the Riley Blake Free Spirit area. Still missing a bunch of fabric. Unfortunately, with COVID, there's a lot of delays, so still waiting on a bunch to make its home back here with us. Can't wait. And that's it for Dinky Doo. This is what we do. Let's go back outside because it's a lovely day. Yeah, it's fun working here. It's fun talking to everybody, customers. This is going to be a new thing. We're going to do more videos. So like, share, subscribe, comment on what you want to see. Comment on if there's any sort of lines you want us to bring in. Yeah, can't wait to hear from you. and so excited for everything to come. So thanks so much from Dinky Doo. We'll see you next time.